Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambo channel, and yet another chart analyst is predicting a massive XRP price explosion if a particular key level is held. And again, like I keep saying in these stories, and I'm sorry if it sounds like a broken record, but I'm actually kind of happy because if there's so many chart analysts, the vast majority that seem so certain that this really is it, this is the kickoff point, and even if it's not like literally this week or this month, it's so many chart analysts are saying, based on what they're seeing, even if it's within the next few months, this is really super serious for real, guys. This time it's true. That's the kind of like the sentiment that I'm getting from them. And so, I haven't seen sentiment, this much in lockstep in my nearly 3 years in the world of crypto. So it stands out to me. And I'm not a chart analyst, so I don't pretend to know which way this is going to go. But it's fun to talk about and see what these guys are all having to say here. I mean, who doesn't want to hear a little bit of bullish news? I mean, we got some skin in the game. We don't want to get kicked around too much here. So I'll be sharing that with you, as well as this piece here titled "Top Fund Managers Think Bitcoin May Seriously Outperform Altcoins." And I actually don't take as much issue with the piece as I thought I would before running through it. I was just like, okay, another Bitcoin's awesome, everything sucks piece from Bitcoinist.com. That's kind of what I thought it was going to be. It's reasonable enough. It's more so, it's just with the title being what it is. It's the way I took it, at least. I think it would lead a lot of people to think it is that, oh, Bitcoin, nothing else isn't going to do well. Well, it's more like, what's the timeline? What's the way money's actually going to shift around, especially in a historical context? So I want to talk about that. And finally, I've got this piece as well from Daily Hodl titled, "Prominent Crypto Strategist Says Parabolic Bitcoin Rally Imminent as Bitcoin Shows Signs of Decoupling from S&P 500, which is a topic I was literally talking about, I think it was yesterday. So I was like, how about that? And now it's in the news. Interesting stuff there, but it's just like endless, oops, words are hard, man. Moon Lambo, trouble with words. Endless bullish statements, basically, coming from all of these analysts here. So, but anyway, before we go any further, if you would please ever so delicately tap the like button, I would appreciate the support, and go ahead and subscribe to the Moon Lambo channel, because you know you ain't got nothing better to do with your time. The best way for any human on the planet to spend their time is listening to the Moon Lambo channel. That's a fun fact based on science, no less. All right, as I record this, XRP is at 24.4 cents. Bitcoin is at $11,923.84, according to Live Coin Watch. So it is like just, knocking on 12,000's door, which, as I've been reporting in recent days, probably over a week at this point, I keep seeing random articles about this $12,000 level being an important level of resistance. But if that can be broken and held, this is the level where so many analysts are saying, okay, then it's really on for real. So we shall see. Here's a tweet that I came across right before recording. I just thought I'd share because it's a fun thing to think through, having to do with XRP price. And this comes from at XRP 984068662. Yeah, I think maybe, like, nothing against you, my friend, if you're listening, but maybe consider a different name that just kind of rolls off the tongue a little easier. I'm just saying, man. You can do you can keep that. I'm just saying. But I did like what you tweeted, my friend, and here's what our fellow XRP community member wrote. "It's going to be very interesting what happens to the price as we approach December 12th. I bet it goes way up before the Spark snapshot, and people will be torn on whether to sell or wait till the snapshot." And yeah, so the concept of this has crossed my mind. I'm not saying I think that this is or isn't going to happen, but what if enough people are aware that you can get free Spark tokens based on the quantity of XRP that you have prior to the December 12th deadline, which is when the snapshot occurs, and what if that results in a bunch of people snatching up XRP, and still supply and demand does what it does, and you see a price spike in XRP, at least even if just in the short term. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm not going to pretend to, but interesting food for thought. If it does happen, it won't be surprising. We'll see though. But because I have seen enough, and it's just anecdotal instances, but I have seen enough people on the Twitters talk about how they're going to behave a little bit differently in the way that they're holding and purchasing XRP and crypto in general, thanks to this distribution of free Spark tokens coming up here. So we shall see. All right, so let's jump into this piece from Daily Hodl and jump down to the portion about XRP, because this is an XRP-centric channel, damn it. And I want to focus on that as much as possible. All right, a popular analyst on TradingView is telling his followers that XRP is poised for a breakout rally if it holds historic support of 23 cents. And here's a quote. XRP US, this is Vince Prince. Did I get the name right? Yeah, there we go. This is Vince Prince. Okay. And he said the following. XRP USD is in a situation where it needs to show how good it can hold the established supports and to form a decent breakout from this point as it is marked in my chart. When XRP USD shows up with this and moves above the upper boundary with a decisive volatile move, it will finally confirm the descending channel formation properly to the upside and activate further movements. This perspective is also matching with the inverse head and shoulders formation XRP USD is building here. I mentioned already in the past analysis. And there's the chart on the screen in case you do care to take a little look-see right there. So positive sentiment, which again is by and large what I'm seeing. I'm really not seeing any sort of tremendously dire predictions surrounding XRP, which when I see them, I do report them on this channel. This is not some fluffy hype XRP channel. It's an XRP-centric channel, but I keep it as grounded in reality as possible because, frankly, I've got my money invested in XRP, and if something is bad, I want to know, and I feel like I deserve to know if it's publicly available knowledge. Like hell, maybe even if it's not. I don't know. I'm just saying. I want to know, and if you're invested in XRP, you should welcome news that is out there that's critical of XRP. Because if anything, I mean, fine, there's hit pieces, and we'll just call those out. But if there's something that we genuinely need to think through from a critical and thoughtful perspective, like, let's do that. If we think that holding XRP is such a good idea, we should be able to win in the arena of ideas and articulate our case and win through pure logic. You know, it should be like that. And so I want what I believe about XRP and what Ripple's doing in terms of going to market and supporting the XRP ecosystem. I want all of that to be tested as thoroughly as possible. So, like, my attitude, it's like, come at me, brah. Come at me with your articulate, well-formulated ideas, brah, and we'll talk about it. Just saying, man. All right, now into this piece. Top fund managers think Bitcoin may seriously outperform altcoins. And again, this one was not as bad as I perhaps thought it could have been. Like, sometimes the narratives from Bitcoinist.com, man, it's just like a face palm. Audible sigh. And I know all sighs are audible. It sounds more funny if you just declare it like that. Audible sigh. Many investors flipped bullish on Bitcoin relative to altcoins over the past few days as the leading cryptocurrency has begun to outpace its offspring. This culminated on Monday when Bitcoin gained 3%, while the price of top altcoins dropped by 1 to 10% across the board. Even Ethereum dropped around 0.5%, despite first rallying to match Bitcoin. Analysts think that this trend will continue, and here's a quote. And this comes from, I'm going to butcher the name probably because it's foreign, but it looks like Suzu to me, SU space ZHU. And here's the actual tweet on the screen. Bitcoin going up swiftly is not only not bullish for alts, as in altcoins, but it's bearish. Reasons for this are myriad, but boil down to the fact that money is a coordination game and Bitcoin is the shelling point. This is independent of how you feel about it. Community is literally irrelevant. And so if you think about the type of price action that we have seen historically and the way that money flows, and it's funny because it's a topic I've actually been talking about of late, it's kind of the way that money moves throughout the cryptocurrency ecosystem, and you do see that typically when money comes in, it starts with Bitcoin, and then eventually it ends up flowing through to large cap coins, then medium cap coins, then small cap coins, and then back into either fiat or Bitcoin and cycle repeat. That's kind of effectively what you see. Now, if you're talking about a massive move upwards, don't be surprised if in the short term money does indeed come out of every altcoin. Not because there's something wrong with XRP or any other altcoin for that reason, but it's people chasing a trend. happen. And even if that happens, which is not a guarantee, and I don't pretend to know because, look, I don't have a financial background. I'm not offering advice of any kind, so don't buy or sell because, I mean, even so, I'm just saying if it happens, fine. I'm not going to participate in it. I'm just going to sit here and hold because, to me, timing the market is one of the worst things that like your average human could do. Because I know there's enough data to show that when humans attempt to time markets, whether it's the stock market or the crypto asset class, it does not go well. Okay, it does not go well. People get tired. Oh, my cryptocurrency of choice isn't moving fast enough. I'm gonna go put it in so and so because emotions. Like, you get that from people, and I understand humans behave like that, but it does not make sense. And so I'm simply not going to behave like that, and it doesn't make sense to. Oh my God, the cryptocurrency isn't appreciating in price on my timeline? How dare it? I'm going to abort mission. No thank you, my friend. You play that game. I am not going to do that. But anyway, he added that he thinks that money will eventually flow back to altcoins when Bitcoin is in the $40,000 to $70,000 range. And indeed, as I've been covering, and there is evidence to point this out, Bitcoin rallies, and then where's money flow next? Where does it go? Especially if altcoins are starting to look cheap. And so, again, if this happens, it doesn't necessarily mean that there's something fundamentally wrong with the price action of XRP. It's just humans acting like humans. All right, into the next piece now, and I'll be brief with this one here, but a prominent crypto strategist says parabolic Bitcoin rally imminent as Bitcoin shows signs of decoupling from S&P 500. A number of crypto traders are expressing their bullish sentiments on Bitcoin after Bitcoin rallied amid an S&P 500 sell-off, indicating the crypto king's correlation with traditional markets may be coming to an end. On Monday, the world's leading cryptocurrency climbed as high as $11,835, up by 3.4%, while the S&P 500 tanked 1.63%. The unusual failure in correlation caught the attention of financial markets. Editor Holger, I'm not even going to try the last name. Or should I try it just for comedic effect? Should I give it a whirl? Are you looking at this on the screen? I mean, it starts with a Z, and the second letter is S, which is how you know that this is going to go downhill for Moon Lambo. I don't know, maybe it won't be that bad. Let's give it a whirl. So Holger Zep, nailed it. Yeah, that's good. All right, so he told his 140,000 followers that Bitcoin is, quote, emerging as a relative oasis of calm and outperformance. Bitcoin rallies to almost $12,000 while stocks stumble as the cryptocurrency is emerging as a relative oasis of calm and outperformance. Crypto fans are closely watching the $12,000 level as a major hurdle to cross before it can embark on a bigger rally. And so with me not being a chart analyst, I'm not going to pretend to know the actual significance, but I'm just sharing with you because I do read all sorts of stuff from analysts. They seem to be in total agreement. Not literally all of them, but you know what I mean. There's enough that are saying, yeah, this $12,000 level is actually meaningful. And I do keep seeing it creeping up to it, and they're like, whoa, going back. It's like, getting closer, and then it goes back like people are getting scared. And, it's like nobody wants to get caught holding the ball. I got it. But maybe as a result, there actually is indeed something to that level. I could certainly buy it if so. But check this out. The apparent decoupling of Bitcoin and the S&P 500 is being closely watched by crypto traders. Analyst Credible Crypto says Monday's price action offers a taste of how Bitcoin and the SPX will move in opposite directions in the coming years, with Bitcoin climbing higher, as indicated in a tweet on the screen right there. So we shall see. All interesting stuff. It's a fun time to be an XRP holder, in my humble opinion. But that is it for this video. I am not a financial advisor. Do not buy or sell anything because of anything that I say or write. That would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the Moon Lambo.